everybody, it's Aaronator here. We got our 24th episode of our Columbus Blue Jackets franchise mode here on the PS4, guys. In the last episode, we went and did the first round of the playoffs. Make sure you go check it out. As you can see, we did make it to the second round, and we are going up against the Washington Capitals. If you guys did see about 2 episodes ago, we were talking through the trade deadline and whether or not we were going to trade for a goaltender by the name of Braden Holtby, because he was on the trading block, and it looked like Washington was prepared to move on from Holtby and go on with their younger goalie in Ilya Samsonov. So you guys were saying I should go after Holtby to help boost our team, but I mean, I decided to pass on that. But this is what Washington is looking like in year 5 now. Ovechkin's still 94 overall, so he's definitely, he's actually getting some more assists, but he's definitely producing that's actually a really good that's a good first line, but they're getting lots of points. Ovechkin's actually getting a couple more assists. And then they got Evgeny Kuznetsov is still there, and then they ended up signing Jeff Skinner. I don't see Backstrom, so I don't remember. I think he probably went to free agency at one point. That might have even been last year. So now they got Kuznetsov there, and they got a couple other centers as we get down there. Vrana and Anderson and Oshie is their second line, so they kept Oshie. They got a younger guy in Anderson, who they drafted 16th overall in the year 1 draft. 2017. He's looked out to be a pretty good prospect. Their second line is doing pretty decent. Their third line is Marcus Johansson, Joe Veleno, and Andre Burakovsky. So apparently they were really bad in year 2, and now they're here again. So I already explained to you guys, they, aside from year 1, I think, even at that, they haven't made the playoffs at all in this GMO till this year. So I mean, Ovechkin's looking to win a cup now, but we got to stop him. Lars Eller, William Karlsson, and Tom Wilson. So a former Blue Jacket there, and William Karlsson looks like he's done solid for them. So we're just gonna have to hope that. They got a good offense. They have a top line guy, and they got solid lines. That's a very strong offense, I'd say. On defense, let's see. Yeah, okay, so it is struggling now. They don't have, John Carlson anymore. They still got Matt Niskanen and Madison Bowie. Their young defenseman has turned out to be pretty good. He's definitely got some good stats. I would say that, you're looking at a lot of his stats. They're, like, even the defensive awareness, like, the defensive stats, it's solid enough to do well, and he's a good skater, has a hard shot, an accurate wrist shot. Good offensive stats. I'm surprised this guy is not a higher overall, and he's a physical defenseman. He really is a very good defenseman. Niskanen is probably still all right. He's a good shutdown guy still and can move the puck a bit. Lucas Johansson has got a bomb from the point, but their defense right at their top 4, Chris Weidman and Johansson, it's struggling. Their top 6, they got a forward. I didn't even notice that. I noticed the name Barber because I know he usually turns out all right. But yeah, their forward core is really good. If they could trade one of those forwards for a defenseman, they'd be a lot better set. But we'll have to see. Do they have any injuries? Lewington, that's their other defenseman. So their defense are really struggling. They got a forward playing, and then Zach Sanford, who is still within that roster update and the movements in this roster update. He's still playing for Washington. Goalies, it's not going to matter. Realistically, they could definitely use a defenseman, but I would not have wanted to give up a defenseman, although Holtby would very much help us. They definitely have a good tandem there. That's insane. And Holtby probably won't be there for too much longer. We'll have to see. Anyways, that's what their team's looking like. They're going to be looking to take us down. We got a deep team as well on offense, defense, and we got a pretty solid goalie in net who, Korpisalo, he's been playing very well. He played very well against Carolina, so we're looking for more out of him. There's going to be a good tandem battle here. It's going to be Korpisalo versus Holtby, or even Samsonov. Yeah, okay. So we know Washington's a good team. They got a pretty similar record to us. Within the wins category. We've both won and lost around the same amount of games if you count overtime losses as regulation losses. Like they're pretty similar records. But anyways, that's that. Those are the teams in the playoffs. You guys can check them out every once in a while when we get to this screen, see how everybody's doing. See if Vancouver can make it farther. That'd be interesting. And now we're gonna hold a team meeting. So whether it's game 7, whether it's this game or game 7, I need the best out of you every night without fail. I don't know about the without fail part. That's kind of a bit over much, but I mean, you got to be demanding from these guys. We are a very capable team, and we just got to take it to them early, and then we'll definitely have a chance to beat Washington. That D-core is something we got to exploit. That's going to be the biggest thing. So, yeah, let's just get straight into it. Game 1. Do we have home ice advantage? Did we have enough? Yeah, we did have enough OT losses. They actually had more wins than us in the regular season. This is going to be a very tight matchup. A very good divisional rival matchup. Okay, here we go. Game 1 in Columbus versus the Washington Capitals. Let's see if we can get off to the right start here. We got to get some offense. And we got to start off the way that we did against Carolina in the first round. First period, and there you go. Cam Atkinson is getting on the board in the first period. The Capitals are out shooting us 12-9. Still pretty close. Let's keep it up. Second period, okay, no goals have been scored. Korpisalo's playing solid. Shots are 26-17 in favor of Washington. Come on, boys. We got to get some more shots. Help out our goalie here. Okay. Oh, man. I think Korpisalo, you know what? I definitely think he is the right guy to get the job done. I think he can definitely take us far in the playoffs. He just got to keep on playing clutch. Offense, we had a power play there. We got to capitalize. Toffoli gets a goal there. It's 2-0. Here we go. 2-goal lead. Big penalty goal. Oh, shoot. Anderson scores. Come on, defense. Come through. And there you go, 2-1 game, a very tight game as usual, just very similar to the first round, but we got game 1 out of our hair. We got the win, that's huge. Korpisalo had a very strong game, Holtby as well. Toffoli got a goal, as well as Atkinson. So our usual goal scorers are getting it done in the playoffs. That's nice to see. We got game 2, again, another home ice advantage game, game 2 in Columbus. So let's get straight into that as well. We got to get offense nice and early in the first, just like we did in the last game. We got to go in the first period. That's what I like to see. I'd like to see some more offense, but defense is a big part too. So as long as we can keep it close, we should be all right. First period, and okay, so Komarov gets one early, but then Kuznetsov and Ovechkin gets his first goal in this series. Okay, boys, let's still play a defensive game, but we got to help out our goalie. Get some offense here. Second period, and there you go. Exactly what we needed. Robbie Fabry and Pierre-Luc Dubois. We're getting some goal scoring from that second and first line, so our top lines are scoring still. That's great to see. Got a 1-goal lead. Shots are pretty much tied up. This is a very close game as usual. Big kill here. Can the Blue Jackets kill it off? There you go. They get the kill. That's what we needed. Our defense needs to step up. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. Still got lots of time here. Anything can happen. But it looks like right now, come on, boys, keep up the defense. Korpisalo standing on his head. And Bjorkstrand, he gets the empty netter. The Blue Jackets come out with a 4-2 victory. The empty netter there, it was a 1-goal game, to be fair. But we did get the win. Korpisalo, first star. Excuse me, guys. I have a bit of thing in my throat. But yeah, Korpisalo, he's definitely played very well so far in the playoffs. Werenski had a nice game. He had 2 assists, and Komarov got the early goal in the first to no matter what, keep it close, no matter what. And he was a pretty physical player, getting 5 hits there. So that's nice to see. Some depth players coming in clutch there. It's nice to see. Here we go. All right, so we got a 2-0 series lead against the Washington Capitals, and now we got a third game where we can take a 3-0 series lead. Once again, very similar situation to where we were with Carolina, but now we gotta, if we can take a 3-0 series here against Washington, we got all the momentum in the world, guys. We just got to get that offense as usual. We have done very solid of doing that, and we've kept Washington off the score sheet for the most part. So you got to wonder if Ovechkin's going to come out and have a literal breakout night. You just got to keep on him and don't let him get those shots off. Let's have a strong period to start, boys. First period, and okay, so Lucas Johansson on the point. He gets a big bomb from that point, and We're out shooting them, but it's 1-0. Come on, guys. Keep it up. We got to get some offense here. Get past Holtby. Second period, and there you go. So our second periods where we've been down, we have been able to get it as a tie game or a lead. So that's clutch. Brendan Saad, one of our playoff veterans, he's been there for a while with this franchise, and Bjorkstrand gets a goal. His second playoffs, his first one without an empty net. And Joe Veleno, the former second overall pick, gets a goal to tie up the game. Well, not to tie up the game, but it is now 2-2 with that goal in play. So they're out shooting us 26-20. That was only 5 shots in that period, and we got 2 goals. That's crazy. We definitely got to get some more offense, guys. Korpisalo's playing solid for us, okay? Let's just keep on getting offense out and helping him out. Big kill here. We just got to kill it off. That's a huge kill. With Ovechkin on there, we've done very well shutting him down for the most part. Robbie Fabry gets a goal there. That was huge. And we're starting to get some more shots. We got the momentum. Just keep on playing a solid defensive game here, boys. There you go. Oliver Bjorkstrand. He gets his second goal of the game. And there you go. Power play. It doesn't matter. There you go. Atkinson gets the empty netter. And just like that, the Blue Jackets, they're 1 game away from sweeping the Washington Capitals. That's huge. That is just huge. We are really showing that we are this has been a very dominant playoff year for us so far. That's really nice to see. Bjorkstrand had a solid game as well as Brandon Saad. Andrew Shaw getting 3 assists. That's all the third line right there. That's nuts. The thing is, when you have depth, when you have multiple lines that can score, that really helps. I think you need to have multiple lines that can score. I think this year, we have it. I do think we have it. I think we've had it in multiple years, but now like you have guys like Brandon Saad, Bjorkstrand, they're playing on our third line now. That's a great third line to have. We are much more of a dominant team, I think. I'm guessing because there's more forwards that we've already scouted them. So, you know what? Let's go for 3 weeks in the States for defensemen. And now, in Washington, we have a chance to sweep the Washington Capitals and go 8-1 in our first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Let's see if we can get it done, boys. I know we're capable. Let's just get off to a strong start as usual, and let's keep them off the score sheet. First period, and okay, it's 0-0. So we both kept each other off the score sheet. They're out shooting us 15-7. Korpisalo's having a solid night so far, but guys, we got to put on the pressure here. Let's help them out. Second period, and Johansson, their depth is getting the goal there. That's a huge goal for them. They're out shooting us 26-16. Come on, boys. We can have a strong end to this game and get some offense. This is going to be a big game. There you go, Robbie Fabry. I believe that's his second or third goal of the playoffs. He's been playing pretty solid there on the first line. Power play. That's a huge power play. It's a long one. There you go. Robbie Fabry gets another goal in the third period. He's having a hell of a game now, and we got a 1-goal lead with about 5 minutes left to go. Are the Capitals done? Is this not Ovi's year? No, Burakovsky gets it. Oh, man, with 2 minutes left. It's going to OT. They got 36 shots. We got 31. Come on, boys. It's going to OT. We can end it here. Who's it going to be? Seth Jones! He has been silent for getting offense, but you know what? Within the first 18 seconds of the overtime period, and just like that, the brooms are out, and the Blue Jackets have just swept the Washington Capitals. That is nuts. Wow, that's crazy. Seth Jones, who knew? Korpisalo had a hell of a game, a hell of a series, and wow. We're going to the third round, and it looks like we cannot be stopped. Robbie Fabry, second star with 2 goals tonight. That was a clutch third period out of him. Joe Veleno gets third star for the Capitals, but it ain't enough. It ain't enough. Ovechkin, we shut Ovechkin down. He had 1 goal in that whole series. We're getting offense, guys. You'd like to see that. But the thing is, we've shut them down to at least 2 goals per night. They're an offensive team. They are built on offense. But you know what? We are built on a strong foundation of defense as well. So I think that's really helped us. And I think that's why, that's a big part of why we are going on to the third round. So we just got to keep on simulating here and see who we're going to be going up against. I can't remember. I think Florida was one of the teams that was in the Eastern Conference semifinals here. I could be wrong, but we're just going to have to see who we're going to be playing here. And, yep, the Florida Panthers, look at that. They move on to the third round. They're 8-2, so they look to be pretty dominant this year as well. This is going to be a hell of a series. Oh, man. 2 dominant teams. Okay. Let's go and check out the stats quick. We can do this player morale meeting right here. We got to see who it is. Nico Heischer, he's an 89 overall with morale. That's awesome. I'm happy with my performance over the last few games. Let's see. He's got 5 assists. You can always do better. Don't rest on your laurels. Even though he's playing pretty solid, 5 assists. And the thing is, he's a defensive guy, so he was on that top line shutting down guys like Ovechkin. So that's good. Yeah, demanding is usually what we go with, but you know what? It didn't work there. It's all right, and we'll get the whole team meeting for the next episode. So wow, I can't believe it. We just literally washed out the top two, or two very strong teams in Carolina and Washington. We just walked all over them in those 2 series. That's nuts. I've been saying nuts a little bit lately. Okay, let's see our playoff stats. Cam Atkinson, 9 points. He's point per game with 4 goals. Robbie Fabry, he had a hell of a series. I think most of his goals came in that series. So he's been a very clutch playoff performer for us. And we still got him for 2 years at a good contract. That's nice to see. Clayton Keller, he's got 8 points. He's doing very solid. Tyler Toffoli, 7 points. Dubois, 6 points. Werenski, 6 points. Levin has 5 points, 1 goal. So you're not seeing too much out of Levin, but he's getting shots on, and I mean, it's all right. You know, he's only getting 4th line time, but I'd like to play him, but I mean, why change it right now? There's no reason to do that. Bjorkstrand's got 3 goals. I think he got most of those in that one series, so that's nice to see. He's getting some offense now. Seth Jones, Sod, yeah, we're doing good. Shea Taylor and Schmaltz and White all have 0 points, but they're all good, doing very well defensively. White was on that penalty kill, also shutting down guys like Ovechkin, so that's nice to see. Let's see. Let's go to goalies. Let's see. 100% Korpisalo. What are his stats looking like now? 1.6 goals against average and .951 through about 9 games. That's crazy. He's 27 years old. It looks like he's topped off, but I mean, he's playing like an elite goalie, so that's what we need out of him. Yeah, so it looks like we're going on to the 3rd round versus the Florida Panthers. That's going to be a crazy series. Let's see who else. Wow, 3 sweeps. And Vancouver loses in 7 games to LA. That's rough. All right, so yeah, the Panthers beat Ottawa in 4 games. Dallas beats Colorado in 4 games. So I can't really think too much. I mean, you know, Ben and Sagan are probably still in Dallas ripping it up. LA, they're a bit of a veteran team probably. I wonder if they got some young guys. No, wait, didn't we make a trade? Yo, Toffoli. So they're going to have guys like Stone. Okay, that's going to be interesting if they move on. And then Florida Panthers, they're going to have like Ekblad and Barkov. So yeah, this is going to be a very tough. I think Florida Columbus right here. If I'm just thinking about it in my head, I think this could be basically the Cup finals right now. Maybe I wouldn't underestimate any teams. I mean, they all got far for a reason. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy as usual. I got it out as quick as I could, unlike other times, but you know what? I had the time and I wanted to get one out because the last one went pretty quick, but this one went pretty quick too, so that's all right. We'll see when the next one comes out. I thought I mean, not many people do this, but just because I'm kind of a less frequent YouTuber when it comes to making videos and content. Just right now I have a lot of stuff going on as usual. You guys know life happens, so yeah, I thought I'd just let you guys know as usual. We'll see how my schedule is looking. Once again, as you guys know, I'll try to get the next one out as soon as I can. So anyways, guys, once again, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode when we go and take on the Florida Panthers in year 5 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. 1, 2, 3, let's go.